Hi guys, welcome to excuse me a minute, Boundless, God's channel, Boundless. Um, it's very raw as you can see. Background, it's not going to be posh. It's not going to be like some other podcasts that you see. But this is God's channel. This is about the Lord. So this channel is about the Lord, and it's about new believers. It's very, I think it can be very daunting and very difficult to be a new believer. So I'm just going to give my testimony today on how I became, my journey with Christ, journey with the Lord, and then we can go from there. I'm not going to make these huge, I'm not going to make these too long, because I think there's a lot to understand and a lot to get your head around. And like I said, this is going to be raw. My background isn't pretty. I'm in the middle of doing my back room. But like I said, this is about the Lord. This isn't about it being pretty. This isn't about it being professional. I'm just taking it where the Lord wants me to take it, basically. So this is the start of this channel, Boundless. His channel, Boundless. So welcome. As I'm going to mention, it's for new believers, because I find it's difficult for people to know where they stand, people to know where to go, people know where to read the Bible, how to pray. I've been there and I'm still new in my journey. And I think new believers need a bit of guidance. And this channel's not just for new believers. It's aimed at new believers, but it'd be nice to have people who mature in their faith with the Lord. And I think and I'm going to try and get mature believers on, new believers on here as well eventually. Like I said, this is new, this is raw, but God's told me to just do it, like, come as you are, and here I am. I've come as I am. Like, my background, I tried to make it as pretty as possible, but right now it's just not happening. So I'm in the middle of sorting it all out, but it will get there. And if it's God's plan for it to get there and be one of these amazing backgrounds with the podcast, in a podcast, then that's what it will be. I mean, I'm speaking on my Mac now. I've got no microphones, I've got no setup. But like I said, this is all about the Lord and about new believers and just giving them some direction, because it can be difficult. So I'm just going to give you a bit of my testimony. I'm going to give you my name. So my name's Mikella. I grew up in Christianity. I wasn't a believer. My mum went to church. I've got an adoptive nan. She went to church. They took us to big conferences. You went to all these Super Kids Academy for the kids and everything, for the youth. So I didn't walk in it, but I kind of heard the message, this, that and the other. So as I grew older, I came out of it. I just drifted away. I think if you've been brought up in it, I think a lot of people can. I'm not saying everybody, but some people can tend to kind of like drift away from Christianity. Also, I just want to point in, I don't like calling myself a Christian. I like calling myself a believer, because I am a believer of the Lord and a believer of Christ, and I'm on fire for Him. But like I said, I'm new in my journey with Him. I'm new in my relationship with Him. But yeah, so I think I came back to the Lord in 2024, November 2024. I actually went to Kilimanjaro. I walked Kilimanjaro. And before that, I planned for my journey there, because I was quite scared of flying. I've never been confident flying. I wasn't confident flying on my own. I was kind of chucked in the deep end, really. My son, he was here. I was leaving him for 10 days. I had people saying, "Oh, don't go up there. Make sure you don't die up there." This, that, and the other. Tried, like, people speaking things over my life. So first of all, I created over weeks scriptures that I could read while I was up there. Scriptures before I got on the plane. Scriptures before I did all that. I had no clue, to be honest. I was just reading, finding stuff, and it kind of related to what I was feeling at the time. So I just did that. And then I got to Kilimanjaro, walked up Kilimanjaro. It's the most amazing experience of my life. Amazing. And thank you, Lord, for giving me that opportunity, and this was actually paid by work. I didn't pay it my own pocket, so I was blessed and favoured for work to actually pay it for me. And my manager was great. She could see, she tried to give me more confidence as being as a woman, so she really helped me. So I got to Kilimanjaro, I walked Kilimanjaro, and my manager had actually given me a book, and it was about crime. And I just thought, this is meant to go. She gave me this book. Actually, I think I've got it here. 1 second. Murder, Mayhem, and a Fine Man. So I was just thinking, it's a dating thing. It's just, it's about crime, dating, this, that, and the other. So I never thought nothing of it. So I thought, right, I'll take that up with me, something to read, because I was on my own. I wasn't with anybody. So, in the nights, I read that book. I read a couple of chapters of that book. It only turned out that this woman was Christian, and she was a believer, and she met this guy, but she knew that he wasn't right for her, which blew my mind, because like I said, I didn't think this book was that. So that was kind of like me going through, like walking through it. So that was a start, and it's like, wow, okay. So that kind of blew me away. And then we were walking. I was praying, walking, and like I said, I'm praying, and I don't even know what. God, are you listening to me? God, are you hearing me? Like, I'm not feeling anything. And in that time, I was debating whether to move down to the Midlands, because I live in South Wales at the minute. So I was debating whether to move down to the Midlands. So I moved down. So I was thinking, right, I need to move down. Like, this, it's just not working for me here. My job's not. I felt like my job's not going anywhere, even though I'd passed courses, this, that, and the other. But it felt like my job wasn't going anywhere. So I was like, right, I need to go down. And I was adamant I was going down. So I was praying, and I've been down previously and it didn't work out. So I thought, right, this time it will. And I want to be an electrician. So that when my dad, he's an electrician, he offered me on plate, this is what we can do, we can get you in here, and the money was good. So I was like, right, I'm gonna do it. But before I left, my adoptive nan turned around to me and said, I'm a mum, you need to pray, and you need to pray on it, and if it is meant to be, then it will be. So I was walking up Kilimanjaro, just strolling up there, just looking at the sunset, looking at the different things around me, because it's absolutely beautiful and it was mind-blowing, like the plants, the animals, everything. The scenery was just amazing. So I walked up Kilimanjaro. As I was walking up, and I heard a voice, and it said to me, sorry, I'm getting shivers as I'm speaking about it, and it said to me, are you going to believe in me, or are you going to take the easy route? And I'm sitting there thinking, was that me? Was that my brain? Was that me just imagining things? What was that? So that was the beginning of that. So I heard this voice, and I wasn't sure. So I'm sitting there, like I said, I'm questioning myself. Is that me just imagining it? Is that me just, because I've never heard the Lord's voice, even though I went to church when I was younger, I never heard the Lord's voice. So I'm thinking, like I said, is this me? Am I thinking it? Is it subconscious? I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. So the last day we get up 11 p.m, and we're ready to walk to the summit. Now I'm like, Lord, I don't think I can do this. I'm feeling sick. I got altitude sickness. I can't. I'm thinking I can't. And I'm praying, and I'm thinking, like I said, I'm just praying, and I'm hoping for the best. I don't know how. I didn't pray in tongues. I didn't know nothing. So I'm just like going up. So I was like walking up, and my guide, he was amazing, absolutely amazing. He was helping let me stop, because I was feeling sick. So he'd let me stop, do whatever I needed to do. And I was walking up there, and I was just like, as I was walking up there, I was just looking around, and I was thinking, Lord, you created this. You created all of this, and it is absolutely amazing. And I couldn't believe it. It was just like I was in awe of what he had created. So I got to the top. I started reading my Bible at the top, and I didn't have I had the scripture, but I forgot what it. I forgot the scripture, so I didn't manage to read that. I just opened the book and I just read whatever was there, just whatever page it landed on. I read it. And my guy took a video of me doing it, which was amazing. It was actually amazing, and he's put it on his social media. But it was amazing to look at that summit and to be able to read and take that Bible up and actually read his word. And I think that's where I don't think, I know where it all began, where my relationship with God really started. And after that, it took, and I mean, I wasn't in my word after that. I wasn't in my word. I wasn't really praying a lot. Even when I came back to the UK, I wasn't in my word. I wasn't praying a lot. Um, I was going to church before I went to Kilimanjaro. I came back. I didn't go to church. Some of my family had moved to Africa. Then some of my family had moved to Dubai, and I was on my own. Um, and I was just on my own. I mean, I was reading my Bible every now and again. I was I was praying every now and again. I mean, I weren't fully in it, but that was the start of me becoming where I am now and getting my relationship getting stronger and stronger with the Lord. But I got there and I got back and I was just like, I was kind of in and out, one foot in the world, one foot out, and I was smoking cannabis, and I knew, and I was getting convicted for it, and slowly but surely I was getting more and more convicted for it, and I was sitting there saying, and I was saying to the Lord, I don't want to smoke it anymore. And I knew every time I smoke it, it was just like I was getting convicted every single time. Um, so I just felt like I needed to. That was my main thing, because I felt the more and more I was getting closer to the Lord, is the more I realised I didn't want one foot in the world, and then be sitting there reading my Bible, because it just didn't feel right, and I was getting convicted for it, like I said. But it's difficult. It is difficult, and especially coming out of the world, because the worldly things are, at that time, I felt, are amazing. They're amazing. I didn't want to leave that behind. I didn't want to come away from what I enjoyed. I didn't want to stop the smoking the cannabis. I didn't want to stop this sleeping with certain people, because I enjoyed it, and it was very, very difficult. But like I said, I kept getting convicted for it. Um, so I was just, it is difficult for a new believer. You're used to the ways that you're used to the path and the ways that you walked and you chose to walk. Um, but the Lord's brought me back, and I'll go into more stuff and this, that, and the other. And like I said, this is guidance for new believers. I want this to be a place, a community where we can talk, where we can share ideas, where you can ask questions. Like, I won't have all the questions, but I can bring somebody in here who will, or maybe not have all the questions, but can give you advice on certain things. And it's like certain areas I'll talk on. So it'd be like fellowship, tithing, this, that, the other. And also, please ask me questions. Give me questions that you've thought about yourself, which you want answered. Like I said, I want this to be a community. I don't just want this to be me talking, or if I have somebody on here, a guest on here, them talking. I want you as a community, and like I said, this to be a community, and for you to have your say. I just want to say as well that there's no judgment here. There's no, I'm not here to preach to you. This is just pure guidance. Just to tell you how I went about it, or maybe the person that I'm sat with in time. This will happen, not right now, but in time. That, like I said, this is guidance. I'm sorry if I'm waffling. I'm trying to think, because I've got so much to say. But yeah, I just want this to be a community feel. I want people to be able to come in, and I want people to be able to have their say. I want people to ask questions, and be able to get maybe not the right answer, but yeah, and like I said, there's no judgment here. I don't want to force it down your throat. I just want you to understand that there's people here, the same as you, who are struggling, to come out of the world and find their relationship with Jesus. And the thing is, we all have to find our own relationship with Jesus. People can talk to us blue in the face about this, and people can give us guidance blue in the face. But at the end of the day, we need to find our own relationship with the Lord. We do. That's what I've realised. I needed to find my own relationship with the Lord, because I've had people tell me, oh, well, you need to go to church. And back when I wasn't with him, well, I can pray the Lord wherever I need. Why do I need to go to church? Why do I need to do that? But now I'm finding the importance of it. So please, any questions, anything, if I can help, I will. And even people who are, like I said, who are strong in the Lord and strong in their relationship with the Lord and are mature in their relationship with the Lord, please, this is a platform for you as well, for you to give other people guidance. And if you want to be on here, if we can have video calls or Teams calls or whatever it is, as long as they're happy to be on this channel, then please come forward and give these people guidance. And like I said, this isn't about preaching, this is about guidance, and this isn't about judgment. And if there's any comments on here that are negative, or you don't agree with it, or think, I just want to make you understand that I won't be replying, because I'm not here to debate. Like I said, this is all about guidance. And if I can't give you that guidance, I'll find somebody who will. And and like I said, as long as they're happy, or they can give me a message, or as long as they're happy, I'd love for you to have a video call or meet you in person or whatever it is. But like I said, this is raw. Look at the background. Raw. This is, I'm letting God lead this. I'm just letting God lead this. So if Lord wants me this to be some big posh podcast, then let it be, Lord. If not, and this is how it's supposed to be, raw, with my Christmas tree in the background and my paint falling off the wall and my boiler there. Sorry, paint falling off the wall, that side, whichever side it is. But this is for the Lord. Like, this is purely for the Lord. I'm not looking for clout. This is clout for the Lord. I'm not looking for this. I'm not doing this for me. The Lord spoke to me and said to me, do this. So this is exactly what I'm doing. So please forgive me again if I'm just excited. I'm on fire for him. And like I said, if there's any way I can help people progress with their relationship with the Lord, and if I can, I'll find somebody who can. And please, if you are watching this video and you're a mature believer, please get involved in it. Honestly, please get involved in it. And like I said, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here for clout for myself. I'm not, like I said, raw. I'm clout for Jesus. I'm clout for the Lord. And I just want more people in his kingdom. I'm not doing it for the dollar. I'm doing it because I love the Lord. And like I said, this isn't my channel, this is his channel. And he gave me, he spoke to me and said, this is what you need to do, because there's an urgency within social media. And like I said, if you don't agree, that's perfectly fine. There's no judgment. I'm not going to judge you, but I'm also not going to comment and debate with you on it. I'm not here for that. And if I do comment, all it's going to be is God bless you. That's it. So yeah, and I'll be talking about different kind of different subject matters, like tithing, communion, speaking in tongues, and just certain things, and struggles, and staying in your faith with struggles, because that could be a difficult one. But we'll get to all that in time, the more videos that I do. And like I said again, and I just want to reiterate again, if I cannot give you the answers, hopefully there's somebody in the comments that can. There's somebody that my mentors can. Or even if they can't give you the answers, they can give you the guidance. Like I said, I'm not preaching. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here for guidance, and guidance for myself as well, because there'll be somebody who hopefully contacts me, somebody in the comments who can give me guidance, or someone who's a new believer can give me guidance and tell me different things. Because just because I'm a new believer and I'm in this word, it don't mean that I know it all, because I don't. So if you can teach me something, as a new believer, or you can teach me something as a mature believer, please, please, please get involved. Please get involved. I just want to thank you for your time. And if I've waffled, I'm sorry. But like I said, I'm on fire. I'm trying to get it all out. But if I've waffled, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. And God bless you all. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And hopefully, I'll see you all. I'll see you in another video. And we can go from there. So yeah, let's do this. Thank you. God bless.